In today's class, we're going to solve another question on statistic. The Agricultural Development Program sector in Ekiti State has a sample frame of 900 dry season vegetable farmers across all the 16 local government areas in Ekiti State. Question A. Suggest an appropriate sampling techniques you would adopt to select at most one quarter of the respondents. Question B. How many respondents will be finally selected? Question C. In case 25 respondents was not captured in the data collection, determine the response rate. Now, let's start by identifying our respondents. The respondents are the farmers, you understand? Those are the vegetable farmers, okay? So let's proceed.
Let's start by writing out the parameters that were given in the question. We are given that the total sampled frame, that is total sample frame is what? 900. Total sample frame is equals to 900. That is 900 farmers. Okay? Now the first question says we should suggest an appropriate sampling techniques that you are going to use, that you are going to adopt to select at least, that is at most, one quarter of the respondents. Please get the first question very well, okay? You are told to suggest an appropriate sampling technique that you are going to adopt to select at most one quarter of the respondents. What's the meaning of one quarter? Let me start from that place, okay? One quarter means one quarter of the respondents. One quarter means 1/4. Do you understand? Now, which sampling techniques are you going to use? You know, we have various sampling techniques. We have stratified, we have multi-stage, and others like that. Now, which sampling technique is suitable for this kind of information? The sampling technique that is suitable is multi-stage sampling techniques, and you can also make use of the stratified sampling techniques. Are you getting what I'm saying? But for me, I'm going to choose multi-stage. You understand? You know, when we talk about multi-stage sampling techniques, out of the 16 local governments, the researcher might just choose maybe five markets or five farmers from each local government. That is what we call multi-stage. You understand? That's it. Now, for the second question, we are asked to determine the total numbers of farmers that is going to be sampled. You understand? The first question says we should determine the sampling techniques that is very suitable for this kind of operation. Now, the next one says we should determine the total numbers of farmers that is going to be sampled. In this question, the respondents are the farmers. You understand? So we want to determine the total numbers of respondents. You are going to determine the total numbers of respondents from the last statement. You know, that first question says suggest an appropriate sampling techniques that you would use to select at most one quarter of the respondents. That means the total numbers of respondents that we want to sample out of 900 respondents is what? One quarter of 900. Do you understand? So the total numbers of respondents that is going to be sampled is what? Sampled will be equals to 1/4 multiplied by 900. Please, do you understand how I got this? This is just an interpretation. You understand? The first question said we should suggest a suitable, that is appropriate sampling techniques that you are going to use to sample at most one quarter. And I told you that one quarter is what? 1/4. So, and with the total numbers of respondents that we want to draw our sample from is what? 900. Okay? What's the meaning of sample? Sample means taking a part of a population. You understand? We want to sample a particular amount out of what? 900. We want to sample 1/4 out of 900. So I'm going to have 1/4 multiplied by 900. That is give us 900 divided by 4. That is 225. That is, the total numbers of respondents that we are going to be sampling is what? 225 respondents. Okay? Now, the third question says, in case 25 respondents are not captured in the data collection, what is the response rate? Now, please, I want you to pay attention. Response rate is given by this formula. Response rate, let me change this marker. Response rate is equals to response rate is equals to response, let me just put it like that, response all over total respondents. Multiplied by 100%. Do you understand? Now I'm going to explain, okay? Just pay attention. Response are those respondents that is captured in the data collection. You understand? Response are those respondents that is captured in the data collection. Do you understand? You can call it captured respondents, okay? This one, you can call it captured respondents. They are those respondents that is captured in the data collection all over the total respondents multiplied by 100%. Now, how do we got those respondents that is captured in the data collection? Don't forget that we've been given that 25 respondents are not captured, okay? Now, the total numbers of respondents that is not captured is what? 25. 25 respondents is not captured, okay? Not captured. So, to get total numbers of respondents that is captured, we are going to subtract respondent that is captured. Respondents. I want to know respondents that is captured will be equals to total respondents minus the respondent that is not captured. You understand? Minus uncaptured. Let me just put like that. Uncaptured respondents. Okay, I'm very sure you can see my writing. The total numbers of respondents is 225. So I'm going to have 225 minus the respondent that is not captured is what? 25. Don't forget, the question says in case 25 respondents are not captured in the data collection, what is the response rate? So I'm going to subtract 225 from what? The respondent that is not captured. That is what? 25. So 225 minus 25 is what? That will give me 200. Okay. Now we can proceed to use the formula of response rate. Response rate is equals to response. That is the respondent captured. The respondent captured is what? 200. So I'm going to have 200. The respondent captured all over the total respondent. The total respondent is what? 225. So I'm going to have multiply 200 divided by 225 multiplied by 100. Do you understand? And if you punch your calculator, you are going to get 88.8%. That is 88.88%. This is 88.88%. So you can approximate to 1 decimal places, and this will give 89%. Do you understand? I mean, you can approximate to a whole number. You understand? So this will give 89%. So the response rate is what? 89%. You can be asked to interpret the response rate. The response rate is high because it is great. The response rate is greater than 50%. You understand? You can see 89% is greater than 50%. Do you understand? So the response rate is high. So that is the solution to that question. See you in the next class.